What's up, everyone? I am James, and I am here to talk about The Bad Batch, specifically episode 4. It just released today, and it is called A Different Approach. We're going to be talking about it. I'm going to break it down. I am doing spoilers, so keep an eye out for that, but this is episode 4, my quick review reaction to it. Let's get started. All right, this one I think is one of these episodes where it's very slow going the whole time. And towards the end of it, I'd say like 2/3 of the way, maybe through, I was like, what are we doing? This is kind of boring. I do know for a fact, though, I have been someone that has justified a lot of episodes that don't really move the story forward necessarily, but what they do is they just sort of like give you another day in the life. This is kind of where we're at right now, that sort of thing. This is a little bit more moves the story along. Like, we couldn't just immediately pick up with these two characters having met up with the Bad Batch again, the original crew. We have to show them actually going through the process and getting there. So this episode is important, but it did feel at times a little bit boring. Now, what I am going to say about it, though, my favorite part is absolutely the reunion at the end. The music is great. You're not really sure if they're going to be there or not. I mean, we know they're alive. I know they mentioned it's been months. We don't even know if they're alive. We don't know if they would show up, but they could always pull a thing where, like, you know, they go to this area and they meet up with what I think is there. And then it's Dr. Hemlock. Oh no, you know, we got the message, we intercepted. So you never really know what's going to happen. But when they show up on that planet and Wrecker comes off and, you know, they have their whole reunion, and then Hunter as well. And of course, the episode ends on such a good cliffhanger with saying, man, did you do this all alone? How did you get, you know, I had help. And then Crosshair walks off and everybody immediately like tenses up and fists are cuffed. It's tough, and that is a good way to end that episode. The tension is ready for episode 5, and so am I. Now, to talk about a slight negative, this is the same negative from last week. Batcher, man, it's a dog, and I get it, and like, it's important that we show Omega caring for everybody in her life that she's approached, but this dog keeps being the problem. She goes into this establishment and she starts gambling, and they're doing things her way. There's always the chance that like the Imperials would have probably found any problem to have, but he already has a problem with the dog, and that's just the tip off. It's an easy way for him to just move into how they're going to like take advantage of this person. Now, again, like I said, I think they probably would have found a way, but it is annoying when you have the dog that is the problem in the first place. Like we're trying to stay quiet, and we've got this dog. You're the one who wanted to bring the hound, right? Then you get into the place and the dog isn't allowed, and then the guy's like mad and wants him out. And then you made all your money back, but now your dog's been captured. Why don't we just leave the dog? And like, I feel bad saying that, but it has become an easy way for the writers to bring on new problems. Like, oh, how can we just cause another problem for these main characters? Oh, well, the dog will do it. You know, I almost half expect them to be in another situation, and then the dog like smells some food and wanders off and releases a crazy creature, and it's just kind of silly, and like the dog is the problem. Now, speaking of crazy creatures, we had another horror moment in this episode when that Imperial is trying to escape, and you see the insides of the door like open up, and the squid arm comes out and grabs him and pulls him in, and he's grabbing onto the doors, and it really felt like Jurassic Park or something. I was like, man, sometimes these kid shows like really sneak some things in here for, like, you know, TVY7 or whatever. I like when the shows or add some horror elements and some things that almost kind of makes you wonder where's the line and where when they're crossing it and stuff. I mean, Rebels had like guys' heads getting cut off and stuff. Like, they would just not show it, but they would like clearly imply that it was happening. So I don't know. I like when shows do that, but this was episode 4. I'm excited that the team is back together. And I am also excited that you guys clicked on this video and are watching the Bad Batch reaction show with me. If you are here, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about the episode. Give us the thumbs up. And when I say us, I do mean me, John, and Lacey, who are part of the Resistance broadcast. If you like Star Wars and you're here for Bad Batch, we're doing an episode, like an hour-long podcast, twice a week, and we're talking about news and discussion and everything else. So if you like what we're doing here, please go check out the regular show and just enjoy Star Wars with us. We're there even live for one of those episodes. So you can come here on YouTube and watch us talk and be part of the conversation with all your comments and everything. But that is it for the Bad Batch reaction show this week. I have been James, and I will see you again next week for episode 5. See you later.